Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to week 1 of the Pokemon Battle League. I'm Trez. Raul in the chat. I got a guest with me today, and alright, let's do this. So I'm facing the Mahogany Mews right now. There were some issues going on. We're going to be looking at his perspective of the battle due to some issues. And here we go. I sent out Onion, and he sends out Justice Go. Right here, the Vault Switch right here was very good on him, I guess. I'll do something like this so I can order some Stealth Rocks. My whole entire objective right here on that turn was just Stealth Rocks, and I managed to pull it off.
And that Vault Switch basically gave you free rocks because your leftover is going to fill you back up pretty much to full. It gives that person switch initiative with this Zapdos and gives them an opportunity to try to predict, but they're just playing it safe, I think.
And right here I had to switch out because the Zapdos can have anything on me, a flying type move or Heat Wave right here, yes. And it's a good thing I switched out to Jellyman because Jellyman eats Heat Waves.
Yeah, it does. So that forces a swap out, and he comes back in Justice Go. Can pretty much take anything Jellyman's throwing at it right now.
Yeah, this is pretty bad on my part because I was like, maybe he'll leave Zapdos in. No.
I don't think it's bad. It's kind of feeling each other out. But doing that shows that he's got leftovers, shows that you've got Life Orb. We're learning about each other's mons and each other's sets right now.
Here, sent out Big Boss. He's going to use Earthquake on here, but I also was just thinking, like, what if he sends out Zapdos?
He's not going to want to stay in an Earthquake. He's not going to give up Justice Go that quick, so he's going to go for Earthquake immunity.
And as I said, I figured why not try to use him in Rock Slide. And it was very successful.
At this point, that Zapdos so low that it dies to rocks. They could use it to switch in and get a free thing, but I think they're just ready to sack it off. They don't want anything to come in on anything Extra Joe's got. So they do that, and Extra Joe gets the first KO.
A lot of people keep on saying that Zapdos looks like fried chicken or something. I don't know.
Fried chicken.
Oh, Crocodile. Crocodile was one of his best mons of his whole entire team. That kept me in check.
This Crocodile is really important for them because it completely checks the hard carry on Olivine's team, which is Mega Latias. There's not really much that they can do, so keeping that Crocodile alive was very important for Mahogany Town.
And then, a mon I didn't expect him to have was Decidueye.
Overlooked Decidueye completely, really. Should have scouted more about it and saw that it was a viable choice for all of your walls and countered them pretty well. But a Spirit Shackle's coming, so we need to have someone that can handle Decidueye on their own out. So send out Durant here.
No, Kevin.
So Kevin takes a lot of damage, and then Decidueye loses some HP, so we know Decidueye's Life Orb.
Yeah. And that was smart of him to switch out. Because I don't think he wants to catch, and he's like, yep, nope, not today.
So one fun thing though, we had a couple checks for Justice Go. We had the Excadrill Earthquaking, but with the Z-Mon, our Z-Mon being Durant, we had a little fun with it. We ran Phytinium Z, so we got the all-out pummeling coming here for Cobalion, and this is gonna hurt. Running the Calcs, we're pretty sure that this was going to KO if he stayed in. And obviously he stayed in, wasn't expecting it, so fists go flying and Justice Go goes down.
And a foot.
Yeah, there's a foot in there somewhere. There's a lot of fists though.
Yeah, we just talked about like how crazy Z Crystal animations are. They're just out there. So here comes Crocodile again with Intimidate, and I have to switch out because I don't think Kevin can live or take a hit from his Crocodile.
And we're expecting this Crocodile to speed everything. So we're not trying to gamble with that. So Aerial is kind of the response to this Crook right now, and Earthquake comes, so...
And it's hard.
It's pretty hard, but Aerial can still take it, and Aerial can dish out, so this is gonna make them have to switch out unless they want to lose their Crook, which we've mentioned before is so important to them to keep Latias in check.
And out comes Manaphy. Manaphy was another issue with my team. It's just there's so many things that I try to figure out what to do and what not to do, and coming up here shortly is a thing that I was not supposed to do, so it hit me pretty hard.
So
Onion.
And this a tail glow from this Manaphy. Every Manaphy's gonna run tail glow. And right now there's not much thought process going. There's a water type and there's a grass type out, and we're fine. And ice beam comes.
I thought I was faster than Manaphy, but I was clearly wrong. I was going for a Giga Drain right there.
And Giga Drain wouldn't have killed Manaphy from that high, but still, it was an oversight. Should have known ice beam was coming. It was a really bad play.
And then here comes Thunder.
and Thunderbolt coming from Nihilego here. Doing the damage calcs, if this was a regular set Manaphy, that Thunderbolt is going to do anywhere between like 74-ish and 84-ish, and we saw Manaphy's around 80, so we went for it. Had a decent chance to KO and it got it, so.
And once again, I keep on saying Crocodile because Crocodile right here just ruins everything. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Ooh, that hit hard.
He gets a crit, but I genuinely don't believe that matters.
Yeah.
Nihelego's
very frail. With
physically.
defense.
At that point, we're just getting rid of Nihilego because we don't want anything to swap in on the Crocodile. We know he's scarfed into knockoff now, so we throw out Tapu Fini, and they throw out Decidueye, and we're back at the stalemate here.
And right here, I was kind of expecting him to do that, so I was hoping if I could somehow burn Decidueye, but it was not in my favor, so.
Yeah, that would be a really big burn. It would cripple that physical attacking Decidueye. But it didn't, so he's got to go back out to Big Boss here and take whatever Decidueye is going to dish out, but they roost instead. Get some health back.
Yeah.
If they would have attacked there instead of roosting, they may have taken out Big Boss.
Yeah, and I was right here. I'm gonna think, right here, Iron Head. Hoping that I get the flinch right here, and I end up getting it surprisingly. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
So and then that Sucker Punch does a decent amount of damage. So while that flinch did save Excadrill and got finished up the kill on Decidueye, that initial roost kind of backfired for them, because if they would have just gone straight up damage, that Crook would have been dead after, the Excadrill would have been dead after an attack and a Sucker Punch.
And right here, I was thinking, who?
It's Ariel every time.
Yeah, who could take a hit? So I'm like, okay, Ariel, please take one for the team. It was decent, but I don't have leftovers anymore.
So they knocked off leftovers. You saw that only did about 20%, like 20%-ish, even with a knockoff boost. So it doesn't do much. Now you don't have leftovers. Knockoff's going to do even less. So now Mega Carbon comes out, and it's called Diancie.
Funny name, I like it.
That Skull does a lot of damage on Diancie, and he finally gets the burn.
Yeah. Where were you when I needed you the most? So, coming up here, it was kind of, I don't like really setups that much, so I decided to use Taunt and be like, I don't want you to use a Calm Mind, but they said, nah, don't worry, just take this Moonblast to the face.
Yeah, and this was a mistake that I think Olivine made, because it should have just gone straight up for damage, because this opens an opportunity for Mega Carbink. They keep calling it X, that's what it says. Mega Carbink gets an extra Moonblast in here. You see, you're sitting around 40% right now, and you would have KO'd this Diancie by now. But we let him get one more hit in, and that brings you down to like 15%, which brings you into knockoff range from a Crocodile. That's what we saw from earlier. If this, see, I keep calling it Carbink. If this Diancie was gone a turn ago, you would be closer to 40%, and you would absolutely be able to take another knockoff from Crocodile. And since he's scarfed, he has to choose a move.
Yeah.
And he can't Earthquake with Latias here, so he has to knock off.
So
So that taunt actually was a mistake that was made that brought you down into KO range from a knockoff.
And there goes Ariel, and I was kicking myself like, why? Why did you use taunt?
So,
and then right here is where I was hoping who can kind of clutch this out for me, and I was more looking towards my Kevin Durant, and he manages to pull off. I'm like, oh my god, he just ate that right there, but like with like what 2% left.
2% left, but it wasn't so much like, oh my god. We did do damage calcs, and looking at max attack, Crocodile is going to do anywhere between something like mid-30s to mid-40s in percentage-wise, and Durant was sitting around like 40%. So it was another one where it was nearly 50-50, and we went with it, and we got a medium roll. So
yeah, the match was really good. He made me very sweaty, and I'm looking forward for next week. So see you guys.
Bye.